Welcome back to English Podcast 1. I'm Olivia, your host, and today's episode is going to be a journey of discovery, reflection, and inspiration. My guest, Ethan, has an incredible story about how a single cafe visit turned into an unforgettable experience that shaped the way he sees life. Trust me, you don't want to miss this. Welcome, Ethan.
Thank you, Olivia. I'm really excited to share this story. It's something that surprised me, changed me, and still inspires me every day.
So, Ethan, let's start at the very beginning. Where were you, and what led to this cafe adventure?
This happened about 3 years ago. I was living in Paris at the time, going through a really tough period. I had just ended a long relationship, work was stressful, and I felt completely lost. One cold evening in November, I decided to just walk aimlessly through the streets. No destination, just walking.
Sometimes walking with no plan takes us exactly where we need to be.
Exactly. And that's what happened. After about an hour, I found myself standing in front of this small, cozy cafe tucked away on a side street. It wasn't fancy, but there was a warm golden glow coming from inside, and I could hear soft jazz music. Something pulled me in.
Like it was calling your name.
Yes. I stepped inside, ordered a coffee, and sat near the window. At first, I was just people watching. Then, out of nowhere, an older man sitting at the next table leaned over and asked if I was okay.
That sounds familiar. Strangers seem to have a sixth sense sometimes.
Yes. His name was Jean-Pierre, probably in his 70s. He had this kind face, warm eyes, and he carried a little notebook with him. He told me he came to that cafe every evening to write poetry.
A poet, that's already magical.
It really was. He asked me what was troubling me. I hesitated at first, but then I told him everything. My heartbreak, my stress, my feeling of being lost. I don't usually open up to strangers, but with him, it felt natural.
And what did he say?
He smiled and said, "Life is not a straight road, my friend. It is a series of crossroads. The pain you feel now is just the universe telling you to turn left instead of right."
Wow, that's deep.
It hit me. He then shared his own story, how he had once lost everything, his job, his marriage, even his home. But instead of giving up, he started writing poetry. He said poetry saved his soul and gave him a new purpose.
That must have been inspiring.
It was. But here's the strange part. After talking for almost 2 hours, Jean-Pierre ripped a page out of his notebook and handed it to me. On it, he had written a short poem in French. He translated it for me. "When your heart is broken, let the pieces fall. From the cracks, light will enter. And from the light, a new you will grow."
That's beautiful.
I still carry that piece of paper in my wallet. That night, I left the cafe feeling lighter than I had in months. I realized I didn't need all the answers right away. I just needed to trust the journey.
So what happened after that night?
That conversation changed everything. I started visiting new cafes, writing little reflections of my own, and eventually, I discovered my passion for storytelling. Today, I'm actually a travel writer. And it all started because of one conversation with a stranger in a small Paris cafe.
That's amazing. A single moment opened a new path for you.
Yes, and I never saw Jean-Pierre again. But I think that was the point. Some people come into your life not to stay forever, but to leave you with a message you'll never forget.
Ethan, that is truly powerful. For our listeners, what do you think is the biggest lesson from your story?
I'd say this: be open. Life-changing conversations don't always happen in classrooms or offices. Sometimes they happen in small cafes with strangers who carry wisdom in their hearts. Don't be afraid to listen. Don't be afraid to share.
Beautifully said. Before we wrap up, is there one piece of advice you'd like to leave with our listeners today?
Yes, whenever you feel lost, don't run from it. Sit with it, walk with it, maybe even write about it. The answers will come, not all at once, but piece by piece.
That's wonderful advice. And to our listeners, remember, sometimes the smallest places can hold the biggest lessons. A simple cafe, a random encounter, or even a stranger's words can open doors you never imagined. Be present, be open, and let life surprise you. Until next time, this was English Podcast 1. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next episode.